There's been a big update to the website explaining the skills of both the new characters in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 Future Saga Chapter 1. Hello everyone, it's me again, Steedoj here, back to more Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, and this time we're actually talking about the new news revealed on the official Dragon Ball website, and also the first time we get to see the entire renders for these characters. So they actually do have a weird effect that makes one side of their body darker than the rest, and that's due to the where the crystal is placed, and I think that's pretty interesting. But I don't want to take up too much of the time. We're actually here to figure out how the super attacks, or the skills at least, for the characters work, because they did reveal two new super attacks for Ultra Supervillain Rose Goku Black, as well as Super Saiyan God Vegeta, and we have two confirmed skills. Now again, if you want to see these gameplay trailers, I've already posted them to my channel. You can just check the last video, it's probably that. So we won't spend the time watching it, we'll spend time going over how the character plays according to what we see here, and how the super attacks actually work. And his super attacks are as follows: Crimson Edge and Divine Spear. Now, Crimson Edge actually did get leaked to us through Dragon Ball The Breakers, but it's here now in Xenoverse 2. And Crimson Edge is a rush attack using a scythe. Depending on your inputs, you can spin the cycle at high speed to deflect your opponent's ki blast as you move into strike. So in the trailer, that's what we see Trunks do, or at least Goku Black do to Trunks in the first bit of the gameplay trailer. In fact, I think I'll just show a tiny bit of it here. If it loads. But the first thing Goku Black does to Trunks is that he does actually put him in a combo, and then he hits him with a scythe-like spin attack, I guess. And I didn't really notice that the scythe was the thing that was putting Trunks in an extra twirl. I thought that was just part of like the attack animation of what he took previously. But no, the scythe is actually where the big stun comes from. So we'll actually be able to use an input to make the scythe deflect enemy ki blasts, as well as to actually damage opponents who get too close to you. And then if you press the button again, you'll lunge in and do an attack, which is pretty cool. I think that would make the projectile scythe that we saw in the trailer as well probably not a super attack, but part of the actual combo. But it's weird because it looks like you can just do another combo after that. So maybe it's also a part of Crimson Edge, but it's a different moveset, because they do say here, depending on your inputs, meaning there are multiple inputs for this, I imagine, right? So we'll have to wait and see. And the second one is Divine Spear. Now, I already explained this one in full, but I'll go over it again really quickly. Divine Spear is an attack that penetrates the opponent at point-blank range, and it's quite powerful and even unblockable. Furthermore, if you hit the enemy at close range, you're allowed to follow up with other attacks, because it has the same property as a fully charged heavy attack. So when it does hit the enemy, they get put in like quite the stun. It's the kind of stun that you would take if you got hit by a Super Saiyan who used a fully charged heavy attack. It's going to stun you for so long that you can get stamina broken. So in case if there's no stamina break for this character, I imagine there's going to be lots, because he has Rose Goku Black's moveset in a lot of his options. But in case if you can't get a natural stamina break, or you need a really quick one, you can just quickly use Divine Spear and then go for a stamina break, which should be really easy because this guy still has the key sword as well as the scythe, adding to his attack range. So yeah, Ultra Supervillain Rose Goku Black. I had a feeling he'd always be a good character because regular Rose is a good character, and this guy's probably going to be just better than custom Rose Goku Black. So I'll have to wait and see if there's even any reason to use a custom Rose Goku Black after you get this guy. But for now, we're going to move on to the second playable character, which is Vegeta Super Saiyan God Ultra Super Villain DLC. Also known as Vegeta Super Saiyan God Ultra Super. Alright, just a long name. With simple yet powerful techniques, this versatile character is easy to fight with at any distance. So Vegeta actually is going to have a range advantage, which is something I don't think he's ever really had before. He's had powerful ranged attacks, but never a ranged advantage. And Big Bang Knuckle, I think, is where he's going to get this advantage from. Just like regular Super Saiyan God Vegeta, if you press buttons with a specific timing, the damage of the normal attacks will increase. So yes, he also does have the Super Saiyan God mechanic. Very cool to know. And also, look at that model. I think that's really nice. I do like how the darkness hits certain parts really well. However, he doesn't have that really weird purple, like Ultra Ego kind of hairstyle to him in the game. Maybe the game just makes him and Goku Black's hair and eyes normal. Because to be fair, their hair and eyes look completely normal. But in the trailer, their eyes looked a little bit weird to show that they were on a bit too much a super villain, if you know what I mean. And Vegeta's hair even changed to something more like Ultra Ego, which is why the comparison started. If this is what we saw originally, no one would have called him Ultra Ego Vegeta, right? So they did actually make the designs look very different from the way they look in the cutscenes. But I don't mind, it's not an issue. These guys kind of are beating the reskin allegations though, because they do have entirely different gameplay. So I mean, it's a very similar looking character, but if it plays differently and has new super attacks, then what can you do? My hands are tied. Vegeta Super Saiyan God Ultra Super Villain special moves are Big Bang Knuckle and Wild Stinger. I did actually have a feeling that the kick move was called Stinger, but I didn't want to just be wrong and say, you know what, let's just call it Burst Stinger again, but the kick version, right? It actually happens to be a Stinger move, so that was pretty cool. And Big Bang Knuckle fires multiple ki blasts upon hitting, you'll charge forward with a follow-up punch. It's not just a good long-range choice, but it's also easy to use as a follow-up attack on opponents you've knocked away. So whenever you knock away an enemy, then just always throw in a Big Bang Knuckle for extra good measure, you know? We've already seen this one before. Vegeta shoots off a lot of ki blasts and then he follows up with a dash attack. Now, based on the fact that they talk about you can use it from far away, I'm assuming it's like Fierce Fist, where if the enemy is like a certain range away, the move will move way quicker just to hit them. So for example, if you connect Big Bang Knuckle on someone who's extremely far away, the second punch will just move at the speed of light towards the enemy, making it pretty unreactable and very cool. So I'm kind of curious to see how that works in gameplay, right? And hopefully the move does damage, because Vegeta's at least GT Vegeta's unique move, which is Wild Buster. That move is okay, but it does really low damage in the first part, and the second part is so telegraphed that you actually lose if you do it, because people are going to see what you're doing and then just choose to counter it. So hopefully Big Bang Knuckle is not like that. They may have learned from GT Vegeta's moves, in fact. And the Wild Stinger, which is the second move, I do believe this one is a strike based on the way it looks, and it's confirmed here that it's a flying kick wrapped in an aura. If the kick hits, you'll launch an additional flying kick, and after landing it, you can immediately launch other super attacks or even ultimate attacks, making it great as both a combo ender and a combo extender. So whenever you finish a combo, make sure you throw a Wild Stinger just to be sure, and then after Wild Stinger, just add the Big Bang Knuckle in it for extra measure, because that move also has more follow-up damage. Or maybe you could use the teleporting version of Raid Blast after Wild Stinger. Or maybe the new Super Saiyan God Vegeta ultimate attack, which they do not reveal in this. Yep, the ultimate attacks for both Supervillain Vegeta and Supervillain Goku Black have not been revealed yet. And that's very sad, because they actually do tease them in the trailers. Again, I'll play the trailers on the screen. Probably throughout the video I've been playing the trailers. But I'll play the trailers on the screen to show you that just before the ultimate attack really gets started, they do just cut the screen. And it's obviously to tease us and keep us waiting. But hey, I think we're going to get more than just ultimate attacks. Because so far we've had everything, right? We know all of Vidal's moves. We know all of 18's moves. We know there's going to be a new story. We know there's going to be all this other stuff. But there's actually still even more. Because according to this, more information on future Saga Chapter 1 DLC is on the way, so stay tuned. Now, I don't know when the DLC releases, but I'm going to assume it's going to be the same like the other DLCs, in which I would say don't wait for a release date, because most likely, when they announce the DLC, they're just going to say it releases tomorrow. Like the day, like they're going to upload a trailer, and then they'll just say in the trailer, releases tomorrow. Because that's what they did with the Beast Update DLC, as well as the one that added the Festival of Universes and Ultra Instinct. So, most likely the DLC will just release the day after, because that seems to be the new thing they're going for. So, I would say don't wait for a release date, just wait for the actual trailer to... Like, if you see a Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 trailer video, watch the trailer and see what the release date says, right? But don't wait for a release date. It's probably just going to be the day after when they release it. And also, more information. Now, last time I checked, more information cannot just be saved for 2 ultimate attacks. Now, they may be for new characters, but it can't just be 2 ultimate attacks. My theory is that we'll get 2 more, we'll get 2 ultimate attacks, maybe a new level cap update, possibly a free update trailer as well. I don't think we've never had a free update. I think we usually always get free updates, so keep in mind, free updates also do add stuff like more custom partners to the game, which is something I'm extremely looking forward to, as well as even might add a new transformation. We might get Rose as a transformation, or we might get Ultra Supervillain as a transformation. Again, who knows? But yeah, there's just a lot coming in with future Saga Chapter 1. I think another important thing is that we may potentially still get a 5th character in the form of whoever Fu sees at the end of the trailer, because it's still up for debate who he actually sees there. It's not Vegeta or Goku Black based on the dialogue. So it's obviously a new character, and it's not 18 or Videl, by the way. Otherwise, he would have just sent them to Ultra Super Villains. So I think a 5th character might be behind that. It could just be Goku in Super Saiyan God with the blue hair, and I really hope that's not the case. But there is going to be a 5th character from the looks of it, so that will probably be the more information. So I imagine we'll see the ultimate attacks in V-Jump. We'll get a little bit of information of the ultimate attacks in the next V-Jump, and then we'll probably get a gameplay trailer maybe at the end of next month. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, I think this is a good place to end the video. There's not much else to say. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2's next gen is coming very soon, and this update might come on the same time or around the same time as the next gen. Or maybe it's just going to show up on its own at a separate time. Who knows? Because it seems like they wanted to kind of let the content like kind of come in one at a time. We're going to have next gen, and then we're going to have Super TP medals on 2 different dates. But their dates are not far away from each other, just far enough so that way we don't get bored and use up all the content in like 3 days of it coming out. So yeah, I think that's a good place to end the video. I do hope you guys enjoyed. And if you enjoyed, then obviously again, please leave a like on the video. And don't forget to subscribe, it greatly supports the channel. And leave a comment down below as to what you'd like to see next. Love you all. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Take care and peace.